Hi, I'm Mima. I'm a grandma and a mom, and I'm here reading a chapter book today. And I'm reading Cam Jansen and the Joke House Mystery by David Adler. And we're on chapter 3. I think I said that already, but we are on chapter 3. And so far, there's a little mystery going on. Cam and some of her family members are at a joke house where her Aunt Molly is about to enter a contest and sell some jokes, but they just noticed that the award, the silver plate, which is one of the awards, is gone. So let's see what happens next. So chapter 3. Someone must have stolen it, Eric said. How could anyone do that? Mr. Jansen asked. We're all facing the stage and that table. How could someone take the plate without being seen? I think Mr. Gold moved it, Aunt Molly said. He brought it into the kitchen. Maybe someone is in there is polishing the plate so it will look shiny when he gives it to the winner. I think Eric is right, Cam said. I think it was stolen and we have to find out what happened right now. The longer we wait, the easier it will be for the thief to get away. Cam got up. I'm going to ask Mr. Gold what happened to the plate. Eric got up too. They walked along the side of the room, past several tables until they were in front, right by the edge of the stage. Gary Gold was at the back of the stage, just in front of the curtain. Cam waved to him. When Gary Gold didn't respond, Cam waved wildly with both hands. Here's a picture of that. Gary Gold looked at Cam, then he looked away. He's pretending not to see you, Eric whispered. Uncle Sid took a large book from his bag. He opened it. Its pages were blank. This book is for people who don't like to read. Cam whispered, I'll wait until Uncle Sid is done. Then I'll tell Mr. Gold about the plate. Uncle Sid took a large fake chicken from his bag. He pulled on it to show everyone that it was made of rubber. He dropped the chicken on the floor of the stage and it bounced. Take a look at the eggs that chicken laid. Uncle Sid took 2 rubber balls from his bag and bounced them. He threw the first ball to Gary Gold, who caught it. Gary Gold bowed and lots of people cheered. Sid threw the second ball high over Gary Gold's head. The ball hit the curtain and fell to the floor. Gary Gold bent down to get the ball. Rip! People laughed and pointed at Gary Gold's pants. His pants didn't really tear, Eric whispered to Cam. It was Uncle Sid. Sid held a piece of cloth by the microphone. He tore it some more. Rip! The laughter got louder. Uncle Sid dropped the cloth on the floor. He reached into his bag again. He lifted the bag and looked in. It's empty, he said. I guess I'm done. People applauded. Uncle Sid bowed and started to walk off the stage. Gary Gold walked to the microphone. He looked at the props Uncle Sid had dropped on the floor. Wait, he told Sid. You can't go until you've cleaned up your mess. Eric said, That's what my mother always tells me. Uncle Sid picked up all his props and put them into his cloth bag. He bowed again and left the stage. Gary Gold said, Maybe Uncle Sid will win the chance to take his rubber chicken on television. Maybe he'll take home this large silver plate. Gary Gold said that without turning to look. He pointed to the empty table on the side of the stage. Uncle Sid put the cloth bag under his table and sat down. Gary Gold said, Or maybe our next comedian will win the prize. Please welcome a funny woman who is so old she's old enough to be her own mother. Please welcome Granny Janie. Granny Janie got up slowly. She had a small wool shawl draped around her shoulders, and she shook and stumbled and leaned on her cane as she walked toward the stage. Wait, Cam called out. Something is missing. Sit down, please, Gary Gold told Cam. He pointed to the table with the silver plate, and the plate is gone. I should know where it is, Gary Gold said. I put it there myself. Gary Gold turned and looked at the table on the side of the stage. It's gone, Gary Gold said, and hurried to the small table. He lifted the green cloth and looked under it. He moved the curtain aside. Behind it was a bare stone wall. The silver plate is gone, he said. Someone stole it. Here's a picture of him looking under the table. Granny Janie stood by the microphone. There have been 3 big changes in me as I got older, she said. My hair turned white, and I keep forgetting things. That's just two, someone called out. What's the third change? Janie scratched her head and said, I forgot. Gary Gold walked off the stage. I've got to find the missing plate, he mumbled as he went past Cam's table. That's the end of chapter 3. So I wonder what's going to happen next. I hope you'll come back and hear what happens in chapter 4. Okay, well, just remember something. I love you. Yes, I do. Okay, so come back chapter 4, all right? Okay.